Yo, what is up, everyone? Hello, and welcome back to another Precure stream. I hope you all are doing well today. We are going to be talking about episode 20 of You and Idol Precure or Kimi to Idol Precure. Not gonna lie, I've got some thoughts, I've got some opinions, I've got some feelings about today's episode, so just gonna let you know in advance. I might be yapping a little bit. Okay, and we are starting a little bit earlier today because I might have another stream planned. We'll have to see. But anyway, hello, welcome. How are you? I don't know why I am blushing or have my hat off. What the heck? YouTube Studio. Wow. Anyway, hello. Welcome everyone. How are you doing, Lily? How's it going? Hi, Dore Mimi, and hi, Sailor Rose. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Let's see. How are you doing today? I'm good. I hope you are as well. And Lily says, I don't like marrow. You know what? Me too. I'm gonna say this. Okay, I'll talk about it after I do the recap and everything, but listen, here's the thing. I really like Kirkiss's design. I really like the way that Kirkiss looks, but Marrow is, not gonna lie, kind of getting on my last nerve. I'll put it that way. I'll put it nicely, you know? I'll put it nicely that they're kind of getting on my last nerve, if you know what I mean, you know? But anyway, let's go ahead and get into the recap really quickly. I'm not gonna lie, I don't feel like this should be a super long recap or anything, just because, like, this was a pretty, you know, simple episode. It was kind of coming off of last episode. From what we know, both of the fairies traveled to Kirakiland, and basically Miro used her locket, which grants a wish, so she granted Puri's wish, and now Puri doesn't have any more memories of Uta or anyone else from the Idol Precures, and basically we find out that they are Kiss and Zekyun, and so now this whole episode is kind of about everyone trying to like get Puri's memories back. So not gonna lie, pretty interesting one today. Hi Sophia, welcome, how are you doing? We're just recapping today's episode 20 episode. But yeah, basically what happens is, I'm not gonna lie, I'm really happy because we finally get to see more of Tanaka-san, Manager-san. We get to see more of Tanaka. Tanaka has kind of been like out of it, you know, recently in the episodes. He's not really been featured at all, so I'm really happy to see him back in this episode. But the episode starts off, my dog is shaking if you heard that. No, you didn't. But anyway, the episode starts off today with Tanaka opening the door to the Glitter Cafe, my cafe, and is basically disheveled. Like, bro has been through the ringer, and like the girls don't even recognize him at first, because usually Manager-san is all like put together and neat and proper, kind of strict looking as well, with the glasses, slick back hair, you know, and yet he comes in looking like he's been through something. So what we know is that Tanaka actually left a little while ago to go check out the scene in Kirakiland because he knows that something is weird, and so he actually left before we found out about the fairies and about them being, you know, Kiss and Zekyun. So he comes back and he's like, yeah, you know about the fairies now, don't you? And I'm assuming that he says this because he couldn't find them anywhere, or maybe he even talked to the queen. Maybe the queen knows that, like, you know, they use the lock, because he already has this knowledge that, you know, the fairies are not in the Kirakiland anymore. So we know that the fairies are obviously the cures, and so we get caught up with Tanaka, and so basically that is the premise of the episode in the beginning, is that obviously something is wrong and Tanaka knows something is wrong, and so they find out that, you know, the lock is kind of the thing. They didn't seem to, like, you know, either they didn't seem to know or they didn't just make mention of it, but they talk about the lock that Mero has, and so we actually get to go and see the fairies, and we see that the fairies have taken over Tanaka's house, and Tanaka is not happy about that whatsoever. Like, bro was mauling, because as we know from like the first couple episodes, like I believe it was episode 3 when he was introduced, but we know that Tanaka is actually a fairy from Kirakiland as well, but he takes over a humanoid form to kind of like scope out the scene, kind of like, you know, watch over the girls, and he's just kind of sent there to like, you know, basically scope out everything. And so he has his own little fairy home, and it looks like Mero is probably the one who did this, but yeah, he comes back to find that his house has been taken over by Mero and Puri, and they have basically like cutesy-fied his house. The door even says Mero and Puri's home, so bro is not very happy. He's very upset by this because they just took over his home while he was away. So we know that Puri and Mero are just kind of living together, and like there's even decor and everything. Like they've got like decor of like a heart-shaped photo of the two like sisters basically just like sitting and like high-fiving, and like Mero is like wearing an apron making Puri their favorite food, which looks to be like omura rice and weenies that are like shaped like crabs and stuff. So like Mero is doing the most. As we know, Mero absolutely loves Puri and will do anything for Puri, but the Precures and Tanaka find that this is where they have been hiding, so they kind of like burst through the door and they demand for answers. And so basically Puri's like, listen, I don't know who you are. I don't remember y'all. Who is this man? And then Tanaka does the like little kichi kichi goo under the chin and turns into the first time by the way, turns into his fairy form, which we get to see his little fairy form. He's got this like little like, I don't know, it looks like a squirrel tail for hair. It's very cute. But he turns into his fairy form for the first time in the episodes, and so obviously Puri is like, you know, besties, kind of, I wouldn't say besties, but you know, they know each other very well, because we get some information here that Puri says that Tanaka actually lives behind Puri in their fairy world, and so we kind of see them two like interacting, and Mero is getting jealous, and that's the name of the game for Mero. Mero is just jealous of anyone. Like, it doesn't even matter who it is, it feels like at this point. If anyone tries to like touch Puri or like interact or speak or breathe the same air as Puri, apparently Mero is going to be upset about that. And so anyway, the girls realize that, you know, they need to try to do something to try to get Puri's memory back. And oh, my frame just dropped for a second. Wow. Anyway, yeah, basically they find out that Puri used the locket to grant a wish to protect Cure Idol, but Puri doesn't understand that Uta is Idol, and also when Uta says, I am Cure Idol, Puri does not believe her. And so basically they find out that they're gonna have to like try to restore memories. And so they go on a picnic, and they actually have a lot of references in this episode, which is really cute. They have a lot of episodes references from before. Like for example, we start out with the peach. We talked about this in the first live stream for this series, but the peach is how the fairies actually come into the world, into their earth world, I guess, from the fairylands, and it is like a reference to the Peach Boy, and so we get to see something that kind of looks like a peach, but not quite. But anyway, we do see another reference from before, which is the Pretty Holic makeup. We also see this like random side character guy who they were looking for in like the second episode, I believe, where they were trying to find another idol Precure or something. I can't remember which episode it was, but it was this guy who just said like, yup, like, are you an idol Precure? Yup. That guy is back. So yeah, just a lot of funny references to like, you know, the first couple of episodes and stuff where they're trying to find the idol Precure, trying to like jog Puri's memory a little bit, you know? And so sadly that doesn't work, but we do actually go off. I'm gonna say this is like a wilderness exploration. They kind of get on this lift, and Puri is actually put on the lift with both Nana and Kokoro, which leaves Uta and Mero together. And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of wish that they had a little bit more of a conversation, because finally we get to have Mero and Uta alone. This is my one big problem here, is that I wish that they had more time to talk, is that I wish that they had more thoughtful talks, because obviously we know that Mero loves Puri, and Mero is a little bit, bratty and wants to keep Mero all to herself. And I'm not gonna lie, Mero has been kind of a pain in my butt trying to watch this, because Mero does not want anyone around Puri. Like, basically wants to isolate Puri from all of their new friends and just keep Puri to themselves forever. And so they could have told the Precures, the girls, that hey, this is what happened, but instead they chose to walk away. And so I'm not gonna lie, I am not the biggest Mero fan. While I love Kiss's design, I'm not a huge Mero fan for that reason. But anyway, Uta is happy still because, Mero made Puri's wish come true. And I really wish that would have, had a little bit more emphasis, because I feel like Mero just needs to understand that other people are allowed to care about Puri, and other people do care about Puri. It's very selfish to keep someone all to yourself, and I wish that this moment could have been a big plot point for that, but they kind of glossed over this a little bit quickly. But anyway, continuing on, basically, they're talking, and then all of a sudden, boom, bad guy strikes, and the drill. They turn into the Precure, they try to save the person, and while Puririn is cheering as fairy form, they have the light stick that they always use, but they accidentally lose it. So they transform into Kiss and Zakyun, and they come in and save the day. And I'm not gonna lie, we have not seen our main trio in 3 episodes, I think. I believe 3 episodes. 3 to 4 episodes. It's been a while since they have actually done their own sing and song dance. It's been quite a bit, and so where are they? I know Zakyun and Kiss are new, but I kind of want to see my girls again, I kind of want to see them again, but it's been a while. Anyway, we do see that once everything is kind of back to normal, the Cure saved the day. Chokurin and, which character is it? Wait. Zakari. Zakari is the one who attacks today, and they back off, but as they're kind of trying to get down the mountain, Puri realizes that their light stick is gone, and so Puri is kind of a little bit frantic. They're like, oh, where's my light stick? Where's my light stick? And so this causes Uta to run back in the rain. It's storming, it's pouring down rain, but she's going out searching alone for this light stick. And it's because she cares about Puri. If Puri's unhappy, she wants to make Puri happy. And so she goes out and tries to find this light stick. Everybody is drenched, basically, wearing ponchos, searching in the rain, not just for the light stick, but now for Uta as well. And so finally, at the end, she comes back and she's carrying the light stick, but then she faints, and I'm assuming it's because she's sick, because again, it is a huge downpour, and she's out there with no coat. Everyone else has a coat and an umbrella, but she's just out there by herself looking for this light stick. And so I definitely think when we see the next episode, she's probably gonna be sick, maybe have a fever, because it definitely seems like when she faints, it's either from exhaustion or from catching a cold being out in the weather. But we do see a little bit of a preview for the next episode, which is the characters are trying to learn about the heart Kirari Kirari lock. It's the lock that Mero had, basically. And so they're trying to find out still how to fix Puri's memories. And so basically Mero reveals that there's no way that Puri's going to be able to regain their memories unless a miracle happens. So we get a little bit of a hint in this teaser for episode 21 that maybe it's going to be Uta's friendship with Puri that they're going to make a miracle, because next episode is called Super Duper, a miracle in unison. So I'm definitely assuming that it's because of their friendship. Something's gonna happen, I think. I think something's gonna happen, and I think that Puri's gonna remember. At least that's what I think is gonna happen next episode. That's my theory. My Precure theory. Okay. Oh, hi, Fire Force. Welcome. I was cheating watching another VTuber. It's okay. It's okay. It be that way sometimes. It be that way. We're just talking about episode 20 of You and Idol Precure. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like I said before, Marrow's kind of making me a little upset. They're very selfish, and like, don't take this as me like not understanding their character. I absolutely do, but it really hurts to see Uta kind of like, trying her best. She's putting in all this effort. She misses Puri so much. She loves Puri so much, and she wants to like, help her friend, and it just feels like Marrow is like, you're not gonna do that. I don't like you, so you can't be friends with Puri. It's just, the selfishness is just, it's too much, and I just don't like the fact that, even like when Tanaka busts through the door of his own home to find the fairies living there now, even then, like, Marrow was kind of like, what are you doing here? Get out of our house. And it's like, that's not your house. That's Tanaka's house. You just took it over. Like, the entitlement of this fairy. Like I said, I love Kiss. I want to cosplay Kiss. She is so pretty. I want to cosplay her. But the personality. I'm really hoping that we'll see sometime soon. I just want Puri and Uta and Marrow to like talk it out. I want, like, specifically, like, what I wanted today was, I really wanted for Uta and Marrow to like just like talk it out. I wanted them to like say like, hey, I care about this like fairy. I care about my sissy. Like, we can both like, love Puri. It doesn't have to be like a fight, it can be like, we both love and appreciate this person, and they're an important person to both of us. We can sharing people or fairies, I guess. But you can't dictate that from a person. You can't do that. So anyway, I don't know. I'm I don't like Marrow. I love the design. Don't get me wrong. But the personality, I just get so annoyed by characters like that. But anyway, that is the recap. So if there's anything you guys want to yap about or talk about, or if you want to hear me yap about some things, of course, I'm a yapper. I've got all the tea. And again, I am streaming a little bit earlier today because I might have a collab a little bit tonight. We'll have to see, but I think we'll have one. I don't quite know. I think we want to play like Phasmo, or I think another spooky-ish game. So if you like stuff like that, we'll be streaming a little bit later as well. Maybe I should say maybe. Maybe we will. So yeah. Anyway, let's see, what can I talk to you guys about? I've got a couple things. I have like a list of things that I like want to yap about. Okay, so first and foremost, if you haven't seen, definitely follow my Instagram, Glitter M. It's Glitter, GLITTEREMMM, because somebody stole Glitter M from me. And I'm really upset about it. But anyway, I have started posting cosplays again. I've really gotten back into cosplay. I'm working on a video that is going to probably obliterate me, which is I'm trying to like cosplay every single day. I'm gonna start it next week where I'm gonna cosplay every single day for a week straight. So look forward to that. But I'm trying to get back into cosplay, and I've really been loving it. I posted a dance cover for the first time in a while. I posted a dance cover, and especially for the first time in a long while in cosplay, as Kana Arima from Oshinoko. I did the Sangwa B dance. So if you want to see that, that's on my Glitter Diaries channel. I've got a couple other Kana videos coming out this week. I've got some funny things coming out. At least, I hope it's funny. I hope it's funny. I hope it's funny, but we'll have to see. But if you want to see me dancing and stuff, then it's over there. I have kind of realized that your girl needs to train, because it's been a long time since I've danced, and I'll talk about that in a second, because I've got a whole story time with that. Hi, Kriaria, welcome, welcome. Exactly! Tanaka did shine. Oh my god, I miss Tanaka so much. Tanaka's one of those characters, while he's not my favorite, he's just one of those characters that I feel like is so undervalued in this season. Like, he's got such an important job, you know? Like, I missed him, I really did. From side character, I cared less about to an actual team player that helps the girls deal with Zakyun and Kiss problem. Exactly. He was so nice in this episode, and I'm not gonna lie, I feel so bad for him considering his house got took over while he was away. I feel so bad. Like, if someone came into my room and just redecorated it, I can talk about that actually too. I would be upset, I'd be upset, but yeah, like with the dancing thing, I actually, a couple months ago, like maybe 6 or so months ago, it's been a while, I pulled a muscle in my back and it was really bad, and so I just kind of stopped dancing after that, because it was from practicing a dance. It was actually from practicing whiplash. I pulled a muscle in my back from Aspa whiplash, and I just kind of stopped dancing for a while, and let me just tell you guys, if you stop dancing, if you stop doing, like, something physical, 1, stretch, and 2, it's okay to start slow, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm trying to learn Gnarly now by Cat's Eye, because they've become one of my favorite, like, groups and stuff recently, and I'm not gonna lie, I've been getting a little frustrated because I feel like my back, especially that side, is like really tight, and I'm like, you know what, maybe I need to like actually stretch that shoulder out, because again, I pulled my shoulder blade muscle and stuff, and it hurts so bad. But anyway, I'm getting back into dancing. But also with my room, I'm making a video about my anime figures, because I made a video a while ago talking about my manga collection. So you guys saw like my complete manga collection over on Glitter Diaries, and a lot of people were oh, thank you for the follow. Thank you, Bunny-chan. Thank you for the follow. Oh, Stretch. Thank you, Fire Force. Thank you. I needed that. Thank you. But yeah, a lot of people were telling me to make a video talking about my anime figures, and so I'm like, you know what? I'll get to that when I get some new displays. And so I did something a little funny. And honestly, you know what? This was probably for the best. Hi, hope you're doing well. Thank you. I hope you're doing well, Bunny-chan. Thank you. I appreciate you. But, see, the thing is, I'm a little silly goober girl. And I was like, you know what? My parents are getting rid of some furniture, and they have this, like, brown bookshelf. They don't want it anymore. And so I was like, I'm gonna go to the store. I'm gonna get some paint and some primer and some pretty pastel colors, and I'm gonna make this really nice and pretty, like a DIY project. And then I remembered I am lazy AF. I ain't gonna do all that. Like, honestly, like, here's the thing. I would love to do that, but, like, oh my god. If you guys have seen, like, my older, like, YouTube videos on the Glitter M channel, I actually did that once to a bookshelf. I took a brown bookshelf that they didn't want, and I coated it in primer with, like, white paint as well, and then I painted it, like, a sunshine yellow, and it peeled so bad. It peeled off onto my figures and my manga, and I was like, you know what? Maybe I don't want to do that again. And so what I'm doing is, in my closet, I had like 2 stackable, like, white cubey looking bookshelves. They're not really bookshelves, but they're like cubes, you know? And so there's 2 of them. So I took one of them down. I did a huge closet clean out last night until like 3 a.m. Like, I woke up at 11 o'clock, and 11 is usually when I eat lunch. Like, I usually wake up around 9. I woke up at lunchtime today, basically. I stayed up very late last night cleaning out my closet, and I'm not gonna lie, it looks very beautiful now. But anyway, like, okay, does anyone else here do that thing where, like, you know, when you have something, you just shove it in your closet? Does anyone else do that? Because that's what I tend to do. If I have something, I just shove it in my closet. Like, oh, okay, I got a new blanket. Let's shove this in the closet. I got a Christmas quilt. Shove it in the closet. The closet's just the place where I shove everything that I don't want out in the open. And so I was like, okay, let's make a Goodwill pile. So I have a huge pile of Goodwill stuff that I need to get rid of and take out this week to Goodwill. So that's fun. Love making trips. But anyway, I took one of those cubes and I moved it out into the space that I cleared off because I was gonna like do the actual like painting of the bookshelves in my room so I didn't have to move them. But now I don't have to paint anything, so that saves me money. Oh, Cillian, thank you, thank you. Achoo. Hey. Hey. I feel like, oh, I'm so small. I feel like it's an obligation at this point to, like, every time that I switch into Cillian, like when I come on the screen, I need to be like, hey. Because I just think it's funny seeing my little mouth go, hey. But anyway, I did put together my bookshelf and stuff. I'm gonna call it a bookshelf. It's a cube. It's a cube, not a bookshelf. But I'll post those pictures tomorrow on my Instagram. Again, it's GlitterM. TV! Yes! TV, TV, TV. I'm TVM. I love this model so much. It's so cute. It's so cute. I think I've inspired Rosa to get one as well. Like, it's just so cute. It's just so cute. Hi, Carwing. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. We're just kind of yapping now. But yeah, I hope you're doing well. I keep saying this. God, I need to connect my chats. I don't know how, but I need to. I know a couple of like my VTuber friends who like stream dual as well, who do like YouTube and almost said Instagram. YouTube and Twitch. And so maybe I just need to like ask them, but I need to connect my chats because I want to have you both on my screen. I'm gonna do it at some point. At some point. I'm gonna do it. But anyway, yeah, I have a new magical girl shelf. The top is like all for magical girls, just magical girls on top. So I have like a mixture of like my Precure, my Cardcaptor Sakura, and my Sailor Moon, which I didn't know I had as many Sailor Moon things as I do. But I got a lot of Sailor Moon stuff, and I'm not gonna lie, I get this question a lot where people ask me like, is your favorite anime Sailor Moon? And I'm like, no. And they're like, but your whole room is like Sailor Moon. And I'm like, and they're like, but it's not Sailor Moon. I'm like, no, she's just my like, you know, nostalgic favorite character growing up, you know. She might be my favorite character, but it's not like, you know, my favorite anime. My favorite anime is actually not a magical girl series, even though I'm a magical girl content creator. My favorite anime is always gonna have to be Assassination Classroom. Watching it in 8th grade changed my perspective. And so I'm like, you know, there's nothing that's gonna top this anime. Like, there's nothing. There's close, very close few. But yeah, Sailor Moon's always gonna be like one of my all-time faves. Even if she's not my like favorite anime, she might be my favorite character. Either Sailor Moon or Sailor Chibi Moon. Mother and daughter. I love the both of them. I love the Usagis. We'll just put it that way. I love the Usagis. Let's see. Do you know how Wonderful Precure collabed with Pokemon Horizon for magazine covers? I think I've seen a little bit of that. I saw somebody in the server post that, and that was pretty cool. That is pretty cool, actually, and honestly, love that. Great crossover. Oh my god, the Labubu. Oh my god, can I just say, I posted that video about Labubus and stuff, my entire For You page across multiple platforms, Instagram, YouTube, you name it. It's just Labubu. It's just Labubu now. It's just Labubu everywhere. Labubu's about to restock at 6 p.m. Trying to get one. Big into energy is my favorite one. Also, the tempura one is Plan B. I got you. You know what? Like, before I made that video, I was like, I don't know that I want one. But now I'm kind of like, I feel like I've grown attached to them. Because if you actually like look at some of my videos, not all of them, because some of my videos are just me like yapping, but in videos where I have to do research for stuff, I have like links and stuff to like where I find like articles with like credits and stuff. And so I have some credits and stuff in that video, and I did a lot of research about like what Labubu is and like what's the situation and what's been going on and stuff with the Labubus and whatnot. But yeah, basically I kind of want one. I want the pink one. I want the pink one. I like the pink one, or like the cotton candy blue one. I can't remember their names, but like I'm not gonna lie, they're very cute, and I kind of want one now. But I hope you get one, Criaria. I'm really rooting for your successful Labubu buying. Yeah. I'm hoping you get one. Oh my goodness. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of want one too. I'm not gonna lie. Let's see. Let me see what I can yap about. I forgot with that. I'm supposed to post a meme, and I didn't post a meme for the Labubu. I was so busy this last week that I forgot, so I apologize. But I think I know which video I'm gonna post this week. I have a couple videos that like have been a little bit edited, and then I have a couple that are just like scripts, and I have a couple that are just ideas. So I'm like, I don't know which one you're gonna get this week. I'm thinking you're gonna get a Disney video, but I don't quite know. But I think that's the one that might get put up. We'll have to see. But I think you're gonna get Disney this week. I like to try to tell you guys in advance. If you come to these streams, you might get to know a little bit in advance, but yeah. Do you think Precure will ever collab with Pokemon? I think that would be cool. I think that'd be really cool to give like all of the Precures an assigned Pokemon. I think that would be really cool. Honestly, oh my god. Like, can we give Cure Wing Farfetch'd? Bro needs another burb. He needs a Pokemon burb. A Pokeburb. But yeah. Let me see. Do I have anything else on my list? I don't have a whole lot more on my list, but again, I'm honestly, I might have to cut this stream a little bit short. Maybe we'll cut this one at like 40 minutes instead of our usual hour, just because I do have another collab plan, and I need to do a couple things before the collab. But yeah, if there's anything you guys want to hear me yap about or talk about before we go, do let me know. We are going to be streaming a little bit later for a collab, so yeah, if you want some more M content, come back in a couple hours, and we're going to do some fun stuff. If you're watching on YouTube on Glitter M, hop over to Glitter Games. That's where we're going to be streaming some fun gaming stuff with some friends and have some fun. And yeah. Oh, have you heard of the Azumanga Doi? Daihoi? I'm probably not saying that right. Dio. Maybe that's more right, but I don't think I have. I have not. Not that I can remember anything of, but I do not know what that is. Oh, we do have a Discord, by the way, if you guys want to check it out. I have it like linked and stuff places. If you want to come and like join. If not, and if you need a link or anything, let me know. Or like I guess the best way to say this is like, let me know in the comments. We'll do that. Let me know in the comments if you need like an invite or something. I think I need to put one of those on like my my Instagram or something. But yeah, if you got anything you want me to like yap about or talk about, then like the Discord is probably the best place. I don't see everything because I know there's a lot of people who have been chatting recently, and I just can't see every single thing. But I will try my best. I do peek and see like what you guys are doing. I peek around. I peek around. I peek at you. I peek at you. But anyway, I'm going to end this one a little bit early just because I do got to get some stuff ready for a collab. But we'll be back in a couple hours, so definitely check it out. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye. Bye 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 bye.